Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Orientation Week YouTube stream. I'm really pleased that you join us for the third day of Orientation Week today. We will cover the following topics in the morning during the online stream. We will talk about emergency and safety, supporting and counseling services. We will also introduce Masaryk University social networks, ESN MUNI Brno, Language Center, and Center for Students with Special Needs. The live stream will last approximately 60 minutes, and we encourage you to ask questions during the stream in the chat, and we will do our best to answer them in the chat as well. After we finish with the online stream, we will meet you again, this time in person at the Faculty of Economics and Administration, so the same place where the admission presentations were taking place yesterday. We will meet you there today for the Masaryk University Information System Training and Student Activities Fair. Please check your Orientation Week ticket to see whether you start at 11 a.m. or 12:45 p.m. there. The information system training is only for exchange students. Degree-seeking students will have a different information system training arranged with the international relation offices. The student activities fair will be also open for degree-seeking students at 12. First of all, let me play a video about your emergency and safety rules and setting at Masaryk University. Emergency and safety setting at the whole university. So I'm not going to cover the detailed measures for each place, but I will rather talk about general settings, general emergency measures. There is no university emergency service such as campus police or health center, and Masaryk University really rely on state-provided emergency responders, such as Czech State Police or Municipal Police. In case of Brno, it's the Brno Municipal Police. There are also firefighters and emergency medical service. I also listed a Czech word for each unit, so you can also recognize that, because not every car, every place may have that in English. I will also talk about the emergency numbers you can use to get the response for emergency services. There is one number, 112, for all three emergency responders: police, firefighters, and emergency medical service. It's a European-wide number that is for free, and the advantage is that the answer will be also in English. So if you call them and ask for help, they will be able to answer in English. The advantage of this number is that they will be able to track you down to see the place you are calling from. So then if you are not familiar with the place where you are in an unknown place in Brno, they will see from which place you are calling them. Just to give you an example how the police car looks like, or the firefighter's car, you can see Hasiči on the car, and an ambulance. You may also notice that there are different numbers, emergency numbers on each car. It's a local setting for the Czech Republic. So there are local numbers you can also use for reaching the given emergency response. It's 150 for firefighters, 155 for emergency medical service, 156 for Brno Municipal Police, and 158 for Czech Police. If you call them to get a response, it's less likely they will speak English, but this number is also free of charge. As I said, there are so many places that belong to Masaryk University. So I will give you in brief what should be the procedure to follow in case of emergency. First of all, you should try to deal with the emergency situation on your own. In case it's beyond your capacity, then you should contact or inform the course seminar teacher or responsible person for the given activity, or talk to a local place receptionist or porter's lodge service, because they may also inform other people in the area that the emergency is. And at the same time, you should make sure that someone dials the emergency number 112. In case you are not sure, dial it directly. I will very briefly touch the secure, safety, health protection, and fire prevention documentation. Each building has its own measures, such as firefighting regulations or fire alarm regulations, evacuation plans, and maps. We recommend you to check the evacuation path, emergency exits in the given area, especially where you stay, in the halls of residence or places where you spend more time. At Masaryk University dormitories, safety and fire instructions are available in each dorm. If you cannot find them, ask at the reception desk. The evacuation plan is available on the inner side of the room door, so please do not cover it, do not remove it. The availability of the fire extinguishers may differ halls of residence by halls of residence, so make sure you know where the closest fire extinguisher is and where the closest exit is in the door. I will just show you an example of fire alarm guidelines. This is for the Vinarska halls of residence. Another document or another documentation or signs that are available are signs for emergency exits and fire evacuation plan. This is again for Vinarska halls of residence. In general, there are some rules you should follow. During your school presence, you should not be under the influence of alcohol and drugs. Smoking is generally prohibited in all Masaryk University buildings, except for the designated areas. First aid kit is usually located at the reception desk or at the porter's lodge place. In case of an injury or accident, you should inform the responsible person for the given area, so for the given classroom, teacher, receptionist. You can also inform the international relation officer. Just to give you an example how the emergency and safety setting is at the given halls of residence, you can now see the differences between all 4 places where the international students live. So just make sure you are aware. If you don't know what the emergency settings are, ask at the reception desk. I will just say a few words how the fire extinguisher works and where you can find them. They are either in your rooms or in the corridors. There might be different types of fire extinguishers. The most common is dry powder extinguisher. You can use for all types of fire. It's not difficult to operate the fire extinguisher, but you should follow the 5 basic rules. First, take it away from the wall holder. Second, pull the security pin from the top handle of the fire extinguisher. Third, hold the end of the hose firmly and point it to the fire source. Fourth, squeeze the handle together to discharge the agent. And the last, sweep. Just a brief summary of what I was talking about. So make sure you know the emergency rules of the place where you are. Make sure you adhere to the work safety rules. Each place may have a different one. And do not violate the rules in the Czech Republic. I just want to draw attention to 2 other things. First is pickpockets that are especially common in the underground passage that goes from the main station towards the Tesco department store. And be aware of the television cameras that are installed in the halls of residence or in other Masaryk University premises. Right now, let's move on to another topic, which is siren signals. The whole Czech Republic is covered with civil defense siren system, which is used in case of emergency warning to general public. And there are 2 types of signal you may hear. First is a siren test. It's a signal that sounds every first Wednesday in each month at 12 noon. And it's an uninterrupted tone of 140 seconds. So it stays at the same level for the whole duration. And it's different in comparison to real general warning siren signal. The general warning announces that there is a danger, and it may sound during the day or night, anytime, and it's a variable tone of 140 seconds. So it goes up and down, and you may hear it 3 times in a row. Another topic I would like to say a few words about is health stuff in Brno. Make sure you know what your health insurance plan covers. Have it with you when you are seeing a doctor, and inform your insurance company about anything that is important for them to know. And be aware of the fact that health and safety rules may be different from what you are used to from your home country or from your home university. As far as the information sources for non-urgent medical aid are concerned, we put them together and put them up to our web pages. Especially the International Student Guide lists all of them. As I said before, there is no campus health center, so you really have to get in touch with the services provided either by state or by individual doctors. There is non-stop medical service in the emergency hospital. There are AED stations in the city center or at different places. There is 24/7 pharmacy on Masarykova Street, very close to the railway station. And We also listed doctors who speak English on other pages, and there are different areas: general practitioners, dermatologists, dentists, and other areas. There is also a page devoted to psychologic and psychiatric counseling. Masaryk University has its emergency numbers as well. It's the emergency numbers operated by Center for International Cooperation. And for incoming international students, it's the Czech country code 420, and then the number itself 777-44-8686. You can also reach us at emergency@czs.muni.cz. We provided all these details in the survival kit, and we will also send you an emergency test. Everyone has to go through the test just to make sure you know what we are talking about today. Just to add to what you hear about student support services, I would like to give you an overview of what you can get at Masaryk University. First of all, there is an online international student guide, and I will show you the page in a moment, and I will also share the links with you in the chat. Then there is a support center for students with special needs, and you will hear from them about their services during the online orientation stream. There is also psychological counseling service. I will also show you the page in a moment. Of course, there are offices for studies or international relation offices based at the faculty level that will give you the support. And for the exchange students, there is Center for International Cooperation. And last but not least, there is also a webpage about sexual harassment policy and support, University Introduced. And there will be a workshop on sexual harassment that will be organized by the university on the 3rd of October, and we will share details about that very soon. Let me now show you the web pages I was talking about. First of all, this is the International Student Guide that is available on Center for International Cooperation web pages. It is the sources are divided into several groups, such as calendar and courses, Masaryk University in details, accommodation and catering, or living in Brno, or health and safety. So you can take advantage of having all those information on one web pages and read it through. The next page I was referring to is the psychological counseling for Masaryk University students, including the exchange students. You can book an appointment here, or you can also get further details on these web pages, how to proceed further. And the last page I would like to present is sexual harassment. Then there are some supporting documents that are prepared by the university, and also in case there is any accident, you can follow the instructions here, who is the best person to contact or how to proceed further. So let me go back to the stream, and so now it's time for the Masaryk University social networks, and I will ask Barbara Donalová, my colleague from Center for International Cooperation, to cover that.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, hello, my name is Barbara. I'm part of the marketing team here at the Center for International Cooperation, and today I will give you a quick presentation about the social media that Masaryk University has, the social media that we have in English. So let's get started. Here you can see the overview. We use Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or X, and YouTube. And let's start with Instagram, because I dare to say this one is probably the most interesting one for you. So here you can see how it looks like, also the handles, so you can start to follow us. And we usually share there some tips, tricks, and hacks for your life in Brno. For example, trips you can take around Brno or interesting places in Brno, some restaurants, social events that are happening. Right now, we will be starting a series about museum and galleries here in Brno. Some interviews with our students or alumni about the university insights and study insights, or for example, some interesting facts about your faculties. And also, of course, we share the university daily life, the links to the articles that are written about what's happening at the university right now. And if you have public profile, you can, of course, anytime tag us in your stories and post about your university life, and we will be more than happy to share it. And of course, don't forget to use the hashtag Masaryk University. The next one is Facebook. Here again, you can see how it looks like. And Facebook is like more formal. We usually share university news and events, a lot of articles about the university, important information, and of course some opportunities like scholarships and so on. And the last one I will talk about is Twitter. Again, here is the screenshot. And Twitter is similar to Facebook, but we are focusing here more on science and research about the successes, the programs that are going on. Of course, updates on Brno, of the city daily life, achievements again, and what's new at the university. The Twitter and Facebook are kind of similar. And yeah, so I told you guys it will be very quick, but before I say goodbye, we have a giveaway for you, and you can win your very first university merch. In a few minutes, we will post an Instagram photo with like a view of Brno, and you can enter the giveaway. To do so, you need to like the post, follow our Instagram, and share a comment when you will tell us when did you arrive in Brno and which country are you from. And next Monday, we will decide 3 lucky winners. And one last thing, if you are more interested about content creation and you would like to, for example, be part of it, you can meet me and my colleague today at the Student Activities Fair, and we will explain more to you. Okay, if you don't have any questions, that will be all for me. And thank you for the attention and enjoy the orientation week.
Thank you very much, Barbara, for your presentation. And let me move on to the president of the ESN MUNI Brno, Valerie, who will share more details about ESN.
Okay, hello, thank you. I have the presentation prepared. Yes, amazing, it works. Hello, I'm Valerie. I think we met most of you yesterday, but if we didn't, I would like to introduce myself again. I'm Valerie. I'm part of the Erasmus Student Network, and who we are. That's what I want to say, tell you today. So this is us and our volunteers, and we are many people. We are students, so we're in the kind of same position as you. A lot of our members are also international, so they're here for on a full degree, and they were here for the first time like a year ago or half a year ago, and then they decided to become volunteers. We are the ones who pick you up. So if you have a buddy and they picked you up, that was our member, and we are really happy that they helped you guide yourselves around Brno. And we are the ones who organize many events. So we are helping CZS with organizing the orientation week. So we're organizing the welcome party, barbecue, city tour, and many other events you, I hope, already heard of. And we are the ones who will help you have the best time of your student life here. And we're here to help you and to guide you a little bit so you're not lost and you can enjoy it as much as possible. We are an organization that is in many countries, and we work on different levels. So we are a local section, but we also have like a national organization who takes care of all of the sections in our country, and then we have the international board who helps us, and many international like committees and groups who helps us guide us, like a whole network. So if you're from the university, maybe you heard about ESN at your university, or maybe you were even part of it, or maybe you went to another exchange and you met ESNers there as well. It is really nice because we have some know-how we can share between each other and we can get better and better. But also, it doesn't mean that every section is the same, and we're trying to do our best. So you can then compare it or maybe join the ESN after you get back home. I would be really happy that you do that. This is the board of ESN MUNI Brno. So we are the group of people who are like making sure that everything works on different sides. So when I go from the left, that is Dencha, who's our events manager, and she will make sure that you have as many memories from our events as possible. And then there is Alp, our secretary, who makes sure that we have every information and every decision written down and we know what's happening at all times. Then there is Lucka, who's the vice president, and she's organizing the orientation with me, but she also makes sure that the national and international level, and we know all the information from the national and international level, and we're cooperating with them. In the middle, there's me, Valerie. I'm the president, so I'm trying to ensure a good cooperation between everybody, and I'm also the one responsible for the cooperation with the university. So I think we will see each other quite a lot, but mostly on the like administrative and official part. Then we have Evcha, our treasurer, so she takes care that about that we have enough money for the events and we can provide you the best services and events as possible. Then we have Eliška, she was our communication manager till June, and we have Oli, she's not on the photo, but she's the one making sure of the communication right now. And she's you can meet her on Instagram or on Telegram when there is someone writing out the instruction or answering your text. It's mostly Oli or her team, and they're sharing all the information with you and informing you about everything. And then on the right there is Sonia, our HR manager, and her task is to uh, like guard the body system, and also like make sure that every member knows what to do and they're happy in our section. There are some like mottos or like uh, points we would like to emphasize. So we're trying to create and like pursue that there's the best international community at Masaryk University, which means that we're really welcoming of international students as a member. So if you want to, if maybe volunteering is your like is your cup of tea, you can also join us as a member. You can, or maybe if you're here for a longer time, like you enjoy the first semester as a international student, just like attending our events, and if you like it, we will be happy to welcome you in our section. We have many international students, so everything is in English, which is really helpful for people from around the world. And we have we have members from like Honduras, Finland, Philippines, like from everywhere. Uh, we are trying to help the exchange students to be integrated into the life in the Czech Republic. So we're trying to help you with the official part of your the like adulting part of your exchange, like where to buy things or how to like find the best way to get to I don't know another city or something. And we're also trying to help you connect with local students. And yeah, that's the last part, that like the foreign and local students are connected. So that's our task as well. I already presented this to you yesterday, but we have really beautiful March. So if you would if you need some time to fall in love with Brno, you can always come to our office starting next week and buy our March. And also, I will quickly answer the question that we get a lot yesterday. If you weren't able to buy the ESN card yesterday, you have still time today at Student Activities Fair. And if it's not possible for you because you don't have the photo or cash, you can then come to our office. We have the office hours at Komenského náměstí from Monday to Thursday from 5 to 7. And that we are starting next week, because this week we are organizing the orientation week, so we're not available for the office hours. But starting next week, you can always see us and ask us question by the welcome pack and the ESN card, or any other things you need. What do we organize? So there, now it's the time to little bit share with you what you can be excited about. So we have many events, as you can see on this events calendar. And this is not all, like mostly the culture and sports events are not written here yet, because it really depends on the person who wants to organize it. If they find a good theater piece they want to see with you, or what museum they want to see. So we will update you on our Instagram and on our Telegram. But here is like the first overview of things that are happening. As I already said yesterday, we have amazing karaoke happening at Adbar every Monday, and also for the people at with the orientation big ticket, they can attend the karaoke this Friday as well. You can see it's a lot of fun. Also, if you're like a shy person and you just want to sing but not be heard, most of the times there are two microphones, but everybody else sings as well. So it's just like really big sing along, and it has really great energy. We're also organizing board games. We collaborated with few of the tea houses which have a lot of board games also in English, or our guides knows the Czech board games, which are like just the rules written in Czech, and the rest is like available for everyone, so they can help you like see the best game possible for your group or for your friends, and help you explain it to you so you can enjoy an amazing day. Also, we have quiz nights. When you sign up with your team, you can then compete on Mondays before the karaoke. With the quiz nights, it's a really popular event. So after you see the registration form, it's like full in like 30 minutes maximum. So find your team as soon as possible and join us for one night or more of the nights. It's up to you. And we always have some like fun questions. I think if you see that, this was about fall, and there was like question about the pumpkin spice latte or something, and then like the questions are suited for the people who make them, so they are trying to make like their special interests question, but we are also trying to add some general questions. We always have the current events around, so if you're like following the things that are happening all around, there are also questions regarding that, and it's really fun and people really like it. Then we have the country presentations. Every Wednesday we can meet at economics faculty. You already know the room on the right side, and there's always one country presenting their culture, their history, like anything. We're trying to be apolitical as much as possible. So it's mostly about culture and their favorite things about their country, places to visit. And everybody also prepares some food so people can try the best food possible. And as you can see, Mexican country presentation was really popular. We're also doing a language courses on a community-based view. So if you are fluent in any language and you want to share the language with somebody else, we are looking for language teachers. We will be also sending this request in like a few days on our Telegram and Instagram. But the language courses works as you wish. So we had like conversation courses that like people who learned Spanish for a few years and wanted to like conversate together. They had a just like a conversation club. Someone just wanted to try a new language from the beginning. It's up to the teachers and up to the people who sign up. It's completely for free, and we are like looking for the teachers. Then we set up a timetable with you, and people can sign up for your lessons. And it's completely our task after that is just to provide you with a nice space in our office, so you can teach there and be connected to people, and it's up to you how you decide to do the courses. We're also having a lot of sports events. One of the most popular are Erasmus Cups, which means that we are setting a team of Erasmus students or any international students that are competing against each other with international students at VUT and international students at Mendel, other two big universities in Brno. And every time there is a person who there's a university who wins. We're doing it at volleyball and football, so if you are interested, just follow us and we will share it with you. I think the first match happens in the second half of October, so we also have time to train. And we will also probably have bachata classes because our members are really um, excited about bachata and they want to share with you the their excitement, and you can attend those as well. All of the sport events are quite cheap. We just need to cover the cost of the gym. We are like we're landing from the university, we're going from the university, so then you can join us anytime, and we will also share the info on our Instagram and Telegram. Last thing I wanted to share with you is ESN Brno United. So, as I already talked about VUT and Mendelo, we're also cooperating together in this cooperation called the ESN Brno United, and we're creating, organizing the big events together, such as Tram Party or Boat Party, and also the Erasmus Cups and Erasmus in schools. These are the special parties I'm talking about. So we have the Tram Party and Boat Party happening. I think it's really cool and unique project. So if you want to join us, it is really nice. I think the first one is happening in the first half of October around 12. So sign it up and I will be really happy to see you at our boat party. You can see a really nice view of the lake and enjoy the views. And it's really up to you how much of a party person are you. I'm always staying at the top of the dock, so I'm just like looking around, talking with people, and the dancing is at the bottom, and it's really fun. We are also promoted the trips with the big agency that cooperates with us. Pani Slamova creates free trips per semester you can sign up for. It's Slovakia, Krakow, and Budapest. So if you want to join at those, you will share the info again. But I think most of you saw her and talked to her yesterday. The places are quite quickly like full, so if you want to go, just grab your friends and sign up. She's organizing it really well. Everybody who attended really enjoyed it, and it's really nice that you don't have it that expensive if you go alone, and also you can reach places that are not that reachable by public transport. And there's always English speaking guides that can show you around. This is just for the people who didn't have time to be yesterday and didn't heard about our system. So we have the ESN card, which is this card that helps you get discounts on many things. You can check the esncard.org. Gives you discounts on all of our events, and then also you can get quite big discounts on international partners like Ryanair or Flixbus. So I really recommend checking it out if you're interested in the card and the welcome pack. The fee is 500 Czech crowns, and then you just need a printed photo with you when you need to create the ESN card. We will be doing it also today at the Student Activities Fair or starting next week at our office hours. Also, if you heard about the buddies now and you don't know who they are and how you can get a buddy, buddies are local friends, or they doesn't have to be local Czech, but mostly people who live here longer time that are connected to you through our system Fiesta, and they can be your friend in need. So when you need something, you can always ask them, and also it's like the first contact you can have at the university. If you're still interested, even though you came and you want to get to know someone, you can still register in the Fiesta system and mark that you're looking for a buddy, and some of our members will like pick you and then contact you, and you can have a new friend that can help you with your problems, or just go for a coffee with you. It's up to you. Yeah, that's what I said about this discounts. And I would finish it with the same thing I finished yesterday. Please stay in touch with us. As I said, we're like mostly sharing the information at ESN MUNI Brno Instagram and in our Telegram channel and chat, Erasmus in Brno. In the Telegram, we can always answer your question and help you with anything, mostly the non-university part of your stay, because like if you have problem with your learning agreements and other things, I really recommend to contact your coordinator first, because they are far more like they know much more than we do. But if you need any other help, we're here for you, and we will be happy to see you in our chats and then in our events. And that's all. Thank you so much for your attention. And if you have any questions, I will stay for a bit. But
Thank you, Valeria, for your presentation. And let me move on to the Masaryk University Language Center. And it's my great pleasure to welcome here Hannah, who will give the presentation about the activities they do.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah. I'm the Public Relations Marketing Manager of the Language Center, so you will not see me in language courses, but you will definitely see me at the Students' Activities Fair. And also, I have the Language Center's socials, so if you need to contact us on the website or socials, I'm the person who will respond to you. So let me just quickly introduce the Language Center. You already got in your packs our brochure about our courses, but just to kind of quickly go over it and to show you more options. This is what we will talk about, mostly about the languages for specific purposes at your faculties that you can get credits for, and then some other evening courses that you can take from complete beginners, and you can actually get credits for them as well. And then the great option of being a language teaching assistant. So just to quickly brief info about what we do, who we are, and where you can find us. As I said, our handle is always at CJVMU, because in English we are Masaryk University Language Center, but in Czech the abbreviation is CJV. So whenever you are at the faculties and you can see CJV logo, that's the Language Center. So that's why all our handles are CJVMU, and our website is cjvmuni.cz. And we are proudly the biggest center in Czech Republic, and we have courses usually in 10 and more languages. This year it's 11 languages. So the kind of the options are, broad. So it's up to you what you can choose. But definitely, since you are in the center of Europe, I highly recommend to try some language, either Czech language or any other. You have lots of options at Masaryk. So when it comes to our languages for specific purposes, what does it mean? At every faculty, you have options of up to 5 languages that you can take and you can get credits for. It's 2 to 5 ECTS credits. And you have the language always for, let's say, specific purpose. That can be English for geologists, or French for business, I don't know, Spanish for political science, and so on. So that's what does it mean, specific purpose. And it also usually starts at like B1, B2 level, maybe some courses even C1. So it's not for complete beginners of the language. All these options you're going to get at this fancy looking table and you're going to have it in your emails later, probably today or tomorrow. Your coordinator from CZS will send it to you after the presentation. We always prepare it even with links to the IS, to the information system, and every faculty has the specific courses there. only medical faculty, and I think informatics this year don't have the options, but at our university you can take courses from different faculties as well. Then you got a leaflet about our color for Czech. I know it can be a bit confusing because there is another department that have English Czech courses for foreigners, and that's a department at Faculty of Arts. What I can say for our courses, it's once per week. We try to do 4 groups, so you have kind of time slots according to your needs. And it's a course really for the basic needs in Czech Republic or in Brno. You're gonna very quickly learn to speak. I know that's difficult, or you don't think it's even possible, but it's actually possible with our teacher, because he pushes you to use like certain phrases, certain sentences and words very frequently. And it's the course that we highly recommend for everyone who comes here as an exchange student. And it has 2 ECTS, and all the details are at the CJV website. So it's up to you, and you don't have to take survival check for this. You're going to start from the beginning. Of course, survival check helps, but it's not a prerequisite, so you don't necessarily have to take it. Okay. We then have certain courses that you cannot find at faculties, but you still can get credits for. We call them evening courses, and those are courses from complete beginners. We always, every semester, have certain courses taught through Czech, so it's definitely possible to join for you. This year it's German, Swahili, and Italian. So don't hesitate to look at those options, and just send us a message if you have any questions. There are contacts for our teachers at the websites as well. So if you need to check your level or something, you definitely can. And one of the last things I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to highly promote it, it's language teaching assistant. It's also on the leaflet you got from us. If you are a speaker of these languages or even of other languages, and you would be available this semester to help us a bit in our courses, you can get credits for preparing materials or going to classes and talking to the other students. And we call this language teaching assistancy. And you can connect with the students, you can connect with the teachers, and you'll find this course in information system, or you can just go through our website and you'll get all the info there. And there's a contact person for any other languages. If you're, for example, a native speaker of Italian, you would like to, help in our Italian course, it's definitely possible. And you can get certificate after that. But you just, if you're interested, you can join, and that's it. The last thing I'm going to talk about, it's a writing lab. For all of you who are not native speakers of English and you would like a little bit of help, it's not about sending us your, works and your proposals and your essays and we correcting us and proofreading it. I don't think we have a lot of AI for that, but it's a specific writing lab where you can kind of enhance and get better at writing. You get little, I don't know, tasks or little brainstorming groups with our teachers, and you can consult your work. So if you're interested in that, you can check writinglab.cjv.muni.com .cz, sorry. Yeah, and that's everything from me. There's my contact, but also if you need to contact anyone about the faculty courses, you'll get at the big, table that I showed you, that I said that you're gonna get by email. You're gonna get their contacts for faculty coordinators who can help you with the faculty courses, or there's the general address that you'll get answer always, and that's coordinator with an K. at cjv.muni.cz for all your questions, or just use our social media and I will respond as well. So that's it from me. If you have any questions, send them to the chat and I'll stay here for a bit and respond as well.
Thank you, Hanka, very much for your presentation. There are already some questions in the chat, so please answer them.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the last presentation of the stream, and that will be an introduction of Teresia, the Center for Students with Special Needs. And let me welcome here Lenka and Tomáš, who will give you more details.
So, hello, I'm Tom, and I will be presenting our center, and together with me, there's Lenka. Okay, so let me share. Let's see if it works. I hope it does. Like that. Wonderful. So we will be talking about services for students who have some health-related issues and problems in their studies, especially. So you might be wondering whether there is such center that might help you. There is. It's called Teresia Center, Support Center for Students with Special Needs. Teresia is named after Greek prophet who was blind. And we are located in the building that you can see in the picture. So it's the same building as the Center for International Cooperation. So we already know that building. We're on the ground floor, so you can come and talk to us whenever you feel like it. So whenever you are feeling or kind of thinking about these things that you can see in the slide, like I need to talk to a psychologist, you might have some panic attacks, possibly, or you are a wheelchair user, you have some chronic disease that might be preventing you from coming to classes or attending some lectures or events, you might contact us as well. Or if you have a hard time with spelling and listening exercises, so you have some specific learning disorders and difficulties, you might contact us as well. Also, if you have some medication that you brought with you from your home country and suddenly you are finding yourself struggling, that you miscalculated the number of packages to bring, you can also contact us and we will try to figure it out, help you out, and possibly find a way and solution. So to give you like a list of like areas and people that we try to help, we are for international students that are studying at Masaryk University, and these include the issues of special needs that are included are special learning difficulties, psychological difficulties, autism spectrum disorder as well, chronic diseases, as I mentioned, but also the sensory disabilities such as deaf and hard of hearing with visual loss, and also partial or complete visual loss, and also mobility impairment. This might also include if it's temporary. So if you find yourself during your studies after a party or something like that, struggling like a broken leg, unfortunately, then we can help you as well. So it doesn't have to be the permanent health issues. So yeah, and now it's for Lenka. We can't hear her.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so you might be wondering what we can offer. And actually, there is quite a wide range of support services and different coping measures. So all these services are provided to students who need it and who request it. And this is based on individual consultations with you and with someone from our center. And during this interview, we discuss how we could help you, and we find the best strategy how to support you so that you could continue studying at Masaryk University without delays or without any struggling. So what we offer is additional exam time. This could be very handy for students with specific learning difficulties who need some more time to process text, or maybe people with other needs as well, but also higher tolerance if you miss some classes because you are feeling unwell, your chronic disease makes you miss some classes, and this is not tolerated typically. Also, we have possibility to take exams in a quieter environment. Not everyone is comfortable taking exams in like big auditorium, and perhaps if you have extended exam time, then you might be interrupted by students leaving the room. So this is why we offer this. Also, we have individual study rooms at Komenského náměstí, the building with Masaryk, as you saw on the picture. We also offer psychological counseling in Czech, but also in English. And now on the second part of the slide, these are services typically requested by students with who've got some sensory impairment, such as fine motor skills that are somehow impacted. So accessibility study materials and accessible written exam might be handy. Interpreting and speech-to-text reporting. We also have a personal assistant service center, but we also provide very free accommodation. And this is something that students who have some problem with their hands, either because of some chronic disability or either because they broke a wrist, then note-taking services are also used. And now this is something we'd like to invite you to listen to. It's our podcast. And we started this podcast mainly to motivate students with special needs to travel abroad, just like you do. And we invite to this podcast former students who did go abroad, and they share their stories, how they did, and what they struggled and what they were happy with and how they found a way. But I think it's also a nice way to inform a mainstream community of students of the different experiences students can have with international mobilities. So it is called Terezy Jaškovy Perličky. The title is in Czech, but we have also episodes in English. And it's available on the most platform that you can see. And we heartily invite you to take a listen. And this is it. All the information that you really need from us is located on this site. There is the address, all the phone contacts, and also the email. And if you use the QR code, you can browse the Terezy's website and find out more about what we do and what we can do for you. So we hope that you are going to enjoy a super special and super exciting semester at Masaryk. But if at any moment you feel like you would like to contact us, feel free so.
Thank you very much, Lenka and Tom, for your presentation. And I would like to just, I'm looking forward to meeting you during the International Information System training that starts at the Faculty of Social Studies quite soon. So see you there. Bye-bye. And I will be also here for some time to answer your questions from the chat. So you will find the answers there.